Oh, welcome back. Well, I had a full trailer of timbers. I tried to sort of get it to sales points. It just became an absolute nightmare to try and sell it there. So I've just placed 2 sellable place points here. Now it's important. I'll show you this so nobody thinks, oh yeah, but you're cheating because you're getting some. So you got 248. We were getting 2543 at where are we going to take it. So we're not getting the best prices by any stretch of imagination. The best prices were there, and the best prices from the looks of it would be next month. So yeah, I just thought, you know what, make it easier and just be able to push on like this into sell. And we're going to sell everything here from now on as far as timber is concerned. Whether it is the best price or not, it doesn't really matter as such. It just will sell here, and that's the end of that side of things. It just became an absolute nightmare to try and get it to go all the way there. Now we're going to need to find some trees because we're going to run out of trees really quick. It's not that big of a deal. We're not struggling for cash at the moment, so the fact that we're going to be running out of food, it's not really going to, out of timber, sorry, it's not really going to be that big of a deal. What it is a big of a deal is that I seem to be running out of food for the animals. So we're going to go and take care of that. I couldn't even bring it all the way here, the trailer, so it just became a struggle. I had to reset it, carry it, reset it, and all that sort of nonsense, and I didn't want to do that anymore. Okay, so what do I need to do? Bring some bales. Okay, so here we are. I'm also going to look at maybe changing our spreader. Maybe. Something to that effect anyway. I fed our chickens. I haven't even looked to see when it'd be the best price to... Oh, there's no items. Well, that's interesting. Okay, we've got everything that we need to have right here. Okay, but we only have 3 bells. I thought we had 4. And don't tell me that we pushed one. I think we pushed one on the other side. Yep. Well, that's interesting. Oh, looks like we've got some fields that we need to harvest. I completely, completely didn't even think about that, to be honest. Okay. So what do we have ready to harvest? I should have paid a little bit more attention here. Okay, so we've got the barley. Okay. So I'm going to have to get my combine and set it here to come and harvest the barley. Okay, so we'll end up, well, I think we'll get this combine to go and do that job. Oh, you're kidding me. Smashing into my equipment, destroying it already. Now I could buy a much bigger harvester, obviously. And who knows, I may end up doing something like that. Wow. So we got this big massive field and this field. And then we're going to have to bale all this tomorrow, meaning the next episode. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. We'll just let him do whatever he needs to do. And we'll get out of these. And we'll go and feed our... I think both the sheep and the goats have run out of food. Now we're running out of food for them as well. So I think this is my life. I've got some more bales as far as the straw is concerned, and I've got some more bales as far as silage is concerned. But I don't think I've got any more grass or anything. Come on. Reverse a little bit. I wonder if I could do these and only pick these two. Oh yes, I can. Oh, that's good. So let's go feed the goats now. I've got a humongous of... Oh, goats got plenty of food by the looks of it. So I don't need to worry about the goats. So we're gonna just put you over here. Okay, there you are. Now, before we go any further, let's check my production out. Dairy, we got plenty of goat milk. So I might have to, what do I have activated? Okay, so I've got everything to do with goat, except these. So we got goat, 3 goat, 10 butter. Okay, so we'll deal with that as well. Milk from the cows. I may end up having to put another production down once we've got our, anyway, fermenting. We don't have any grass, we don't have any hay, we got mineral fuel, we got silage, straw, but nothing else. These are all okay. Bread. So we'll deactivate you. We pretty much, wow, we got a lot of bread. Wow, we got 0 wood. Got plenty of wood chips. You got plenty of wool. Okay, so we need to put another spinnery down. Oh, what do you mean? This is wool. I was going to say, what's inactive? So we definitely need to put another spinnery down. So we will do that. Construction. Fabrication. So let's have a look. Do we want the same type of spinnery or do we want something different? Yeah, but these ones are really, they're small, but they're useless because they work so slow. Come on, get down there to the better stuff. What is this? Okay, no, that is spinnery. Do I have a bigger spinnery than that? Okay, that's a tailor shop. Okay, I'm definitely not using that. Okay. So we've got ourselves this spinnery. Let's have a look. What does it look like? And where is everything is on the front there, right? Come on, don't do this to me. So do I want to do it like that? Okay, now let's have a look at what destruction did we just cause. Okay, all we did is just a little bit of nothing fancy, nothing. Oops, I'm getting a face full of trees. Okay, so now we just need to activate this other spinnery. Then we're done. So we got spinnery, and we got spinnery number 2. Does it have better? Okay, well, there's really no difference at all. So why is one so much more expensive than the other? Oh, there's no difference at all. Exactly the same everything. The only difference is that one costs me a lot more than the other. So we'll give it a little bit before we start activating it. Oops, we're into the all because obviously there is no reasons to activate it. It's got nothing in there to run, so it's pointless to just say, hey, let's activate the spinnery, because it has no ability to do anything. So let's go and set up this combine as well. You know what, I just realized that that is not actually leaving any straw down, which is a bad thing because I need the straw. Just want to make sure that this one is leaving the straw down. Yes, it is. So we're going to be running around a little bit and trying to sort things out. You know what? Oh, what am I doing? We'll pick you up. Before we do any of that, okay, I understand. I do. What I do want to do before I go any further is actually set up the baler on. Follow me behind that combine. Oops. Whoa, I nearly smashed into things. Now, is it set on the biggest? Yes, it is. Now I realize I could have put the John Deere tractor on it, and that would have probably worked out better, because there's two things that I don't like about this setup. Is the yard could have been a little bit more user-friendly. Like, these buildings could have just been placed a little bit better. And that sales point that I hate getting into, and the silo there, it just does not work in any way, shape, or form. So we'll go and empty this combine. I hate the fact that it's done. I was going to say, is it running into the combine, the baler, or not? But okay, we'll empty it. Let's clear this up. You know, I still feel a little bit guilty about the fact that I made so much money off that sunflower flour. It's just funny, but how it works in your mind. You know, you're thinking, oh, that shouldn't be right. Even though, like I said, there was no cheating or anything involved. It just, yeah, it just was the way it was. So obviously, this is the easiest way to win this game if I'm going to play against Daggerwin Chainsaw. And that is just plant every single field that I own in sunflower and do flour. And I wouldn't even have to, you know, bother with anything else. It would just be like, boom, done, finished. But obviously, we're not going to do that. Now, I wasn't going to throw my flour away, or I even considered at one stage like deleting some of the money. But then I thought, you know what? Daggerwin's at over $1 million, I think, by now. Or close enough to $1 million in the last episode. It would be silly for me to, you know, say, hey, we're gonna throw away our money. Where are you going? You know what? How about we do this? And we'll let you do whatever you need to do, and we'll get you out of the way because I can see, oh, look at my combine there. It's smashed into the baler somehow. I don't understand how that happened, but it obviously did. What on earth? Okay, silly combine. You know what? I think we'll end up doing the baling ourselves, and we'll just leave follow me for some other stuff, not for this, because it looks like we're gonna have dramas otherwise. Okay, as you've seen, I've harvested these fields, and then all of a sudden my canola started to be ready to harvest. And I knew that wasn't right, so I checked it. I don't know what happened. Was there an update in the game? Because it had my seasons switched off. And I don't know why that was so. Now, I am not going to harvest... is wheat meant to be harvested now? No, wheat's meant to be harvested next month. So I'm going to you know, we're in June. So barley is right to be harvested now in July. Canola is supposed to be next month, and wheat is supposed to be next month. Now, you know, I do have the option in We have mods that I can reset them, and I'm going to reset them back to the right month. I was thinking about it. I was thinking, what's going on? How could this be? How could it be that I'm now harvesting canola? It just didn't make sense. So canola should be next month, which means I'll show you what I'm talking about. Not that you don't know, you know what I'm talking about. So you can harvest ready, green big, and that's what it's supposed to be as far as I know. So that's what I'm going to do to all of them that are not ready, because not that it matters. I suppose I could just easily have stopped time a little bit and harvested them, but I don't want it to be like that. So because of that, I thought, you know what, we're just going to do the right thing, and that is, I don't know, maybe because I fast forwarded so many months without doing anything. I don't know, maybe the game thought that, I didn't want to play with. I don't know what happened, but obviously whatever happened, and it will be reset, purely because that, that is the right thing to do to start up with. And then I don't want to be stuck doing harvesting all those fields in one episode, when it realistically shouldn't have been like that. I don't know, does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. Anyway, I have almost finished harvesting this, so we're going to continue obviously to harvest all the fields. I thought I'd bring both of the combines. I have bought a wagon, because I realized I've got a dryer as a silo for my hay, and I don't really need a baler. So yeah, I think that's a better option. So I am going to sell the baler. Not that it's worth a lot of money. I think that's a modded one. It's about $10,000, something like that. So it's not going to be anything like, wow, we're going to make a lot of money off it. Yeah. And I'm going to have to, actually, I don't know if I showed you, I've actually placed a buffalo. Oh, I lost massive amounts on that, and I'll take you there in a minute to show you what I'm talking about. I'll go till the end here, and then I'll put it to the side, and hopefully the other combine will not come and get stuck onto it. Okay, we'll go and park him over here in the middle and see, and hopefully this would mean that the combine coming will not, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's go to my buffalo field. If you remember, I've purchased this field over here for buffalo. Okay, now I have placed the buffaloes. They're right here, and I bought 100 or so. That's about 400,000, I think. Okay, I've got 201. That's what I think I bought. But what I accidentally did is bought 160 of those, which were about 400,000, 400 and some thousand, I think. I mean, I could easily just go downwards and see what they were. Yeah, no, so that must have been I bought 200 of them or something. I don't know, whatever I bought, so 400 and some thousand. When I sold them, I realized I bought Angus. Where am I doing? I bought the Angus beef at 18 months instead of buying the buffalo at 18 months. So you have a look at that $1,200 difference almost. And I lost about $200,000 on that experiment. And then I realized that I did that because I kept thinking, why is there it wasn't showing milk. I kept thinking, why is it not showing milk? What's going on? And then I realized that I bought the wrong thing. So sold them, obviously, lost about $10,000 or $20,000. I didn't add them back on. I thought, you know what? Some people are going to say you're getting advantage because you're using super strength and so on. So as I did in my last series that I played against Daggerwin Chainsaw, I've made allowances for that along the lines, and if you followed my episodes, you know that I've made allowances for that. Um, even in even in the fact that I took a loan at the beginning, which Daggerwin and Chainsaw did not have a loan. I had a loan, um, just to make up for any possibilities of being accused. Hey, you're doing something that they're not doing, in the sense that you're using auto load and they're not using auto load, and so on and so on. You know what I'm talking about. So I have made allowances for any possible winnings or advantage that I would get, to the tune of probably so far, um, I don't know, $500,000-600,000, I would say, close enough to that, I would have to say. So yeah, so hopefully that makes it fair, and nobody would say, yeah, but you're getting advantages and you should be having disadvantages. Yeah, so that was an interesting scenario. Now I bought some TMR for the buffalo to try and sort of to try and feed them with something. So this is one of the reasons why I'm going to need straw, because the enclosure that I bought um, has the robot that feeds the buffalo. So we're going to try and utilize it, even though I have a TMR maker right here, which would be easier for me to just take a huge amount of TMR. And I think I've got 1,000,000 liters of TMR or something ridiculous like that. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, 1,100,000. So if I put some hay, I've got straw. I still got a little bit of straw, a lot of straw. Silage, I got a lot of silage. Yeah, and the fact that I'm using the automated water, some people say that I'm getting advantage of that, which I completely disagree. I'm paying for water every night. I don't know what it is, probably a couple of thousand or something like that, which obviously Chainsaw and Daggerwin are not. They're getting the water for free. So yeah, no, I'm not trying. I hope this doesn't come across as me trying to make excuses or anything like that. I do want to try and make it as fair as possible, but at the same time, I do want to, play the game to a point that the game's actually enjoyable. That I'm not sitting here 5 hours adding things and so on. In real life, I think everybody that's doing this is automating as much as they possibly can. If you watch real farmers, anyway, that's what they do. So yeah, hopefully you don't see this as, yeah, I'm trying to make excuses. Anyway, I'll finish this, and in the next episode we will get ready to harvest, I'm assuming, the barley, the wheat, and the canola. So on that bombshell, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.